guests of this fabulous endeavor, accompanied by our dignitaries. And we'd like to invite all of you, once the procession will be coming inside this wonderful and fabulous banquet of the Hilton Colombo, we'd like to invite all of you to raise from your seats to give them a wonderful warm welcome as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are witnessing the arrival of our chief guest, Honorable Minister, Ministry of Urban Development, Construction and Housing, Mr. Karuna, accompanied by the other dignitaries. They will be welcomed by the Honorable President and the other dignitaries of the Ceylon Institute of Builders and all our stakeholders as well. Ladies and gentlemen, a very warm welcome for the chief guest of this endeavor, Honorable Minister, Ministry of Urban Development, Construction and Housing, Mr. Karuna, and for all other dignitaries for this wonderful evening. Do the honors in lighting of the traditional oil lamp. To do the honors, I would now like to invite the following dignitaries to join us in lighting the traditional oil lamp. First and foremost, we'd like to invite the chief guest of this fabulous endeavor, the Honorable Minister, Ministry of Urban Development, Construction and Housing, Mr. Karuna, accompanied by the Coordinating Secretary of the Ministry of Urban Development, Construction and Housing, Mr. Siddharth Biagama, Dr. Rohan Karuna Ratna, the Honorary President of the Ceylon Institute of Builders, the Honorary Secretary, Ceylon Institute of Builders, Engineer Salia Kaluarachi, the Honorary Treasurer of the Ceylon Institute of Builders, Engineer Ranji Hevage, and also we'd like to invite Mr. Kalana Alvis, Vice President, Ceylon Institute of Builders, Mr. Ruan De Silva, Vice President, Ceylon Institute of Builders, and also we'd like to invite the Conference Chair, Professor Chitra Vedikara, and also we'd like to invite the Associate Pro Vice Chancellor of D. Montfort University, Professor David Proverbs, also to join us in lighting the traditional oil lamp.
We would also like to invite Professor Srinath Pereira, Director of Centre for Smart Modern Construction, University of Western Sydney.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ayubowan, Wanakam, Assalamu Alaikum. 16th of August 2025, and we all have gathered here at the Hilton Colombo, Sri Lanka, to witness, to celebrate an exciting gathering. And tonight, we have a house full of expertise, experts with right exposure and the right experience in creating a sustainable Sri Lanka. Ladies and gentlemen, a very, very warm welcome for each and every one of you for the 13th World Construction Symposium and Sri Lankan Sustainability Awards 2025.
That's right. A very good evening once again to all of you, ladies and gentlemen. It is indeed our greatest pleasure to extend you this warm welcome to this very prestigious evening indeed, the 13th World Construction Symposium and of course the Sri Lankan Sustainability Awards 2025. Well, tonight we are gathered not only to celebrate excellence in the construction industry, but also, I think, to embrace a vision for a sustainable future for our nation. And I think this event stands as a symbol of innovation, a symbol of resilience, and of course, a symbol of collaboration. All of these qualities that shape our industry and of course, our nation as well. And ladies and gentlemen, as we come together this evening, let us celebrate the achievements of the present. Let us also honor the pioneers of the past. And let us also look forward with hope to the future of sustainable construction. And I think with that spirit, we really are ready to begin an inspiring evening filled with recognition and of course shared commitments as well.
To warmly welcome you all in style, I would now like to invite someone very special to the podium, and this invitation goes out to the Honorary Secretary of the Ceylon Institute of Builders. Ladies and gentlemen, with a warm round of applause, please welcome Engineer Salia Kaluarachi, the Honorary Secretary of Ceylon Institute of Builders, to welcome you all.
On behalf of the Ceylon Institute of Builders, I take this opportunity to warmly welcome all the guests who are here, who are our invitees, and also being invited as the pioneers of the industry who have taken part in our World Construction Symposium and also the SSA. I would also happily recognize the presence of the organizing committee co-chairs and all other members of the CIOB. Apart from them, it is our strength that we have a series of sponsors who have helped us to reach the status of our awards presentation. They would be separately recognized, but I would thanking the Saga Group, headed by Sagar Gunawardana, who created this event concept and managed the entire event. Thank you, one and all, for being here. I welcome you warmly again on behalf of the Ceylon Institute of Builders.
So to tell you more about the symposium, it is my greatest pleasure to now invite the conference chair, Professor Chitra Vedikkara, over to the podium. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Professor Chitra Vedikkara with a round of applause.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Professor Vedikkara. I'm the conference chair for this conference today. Then I was the head of the Department of Building Economics. At that moment, we thought that we will have a research program or this World Construction Symposium. Today, 13 years later, we are here and all our academics are doing fantastic job, and we have industry relationship. So, Minister, we at the moment are doing all the various kinds of state-of-the-art research so that our university and our industry can work together for the betterment of the future. Thank you.
Well, it's an amazing day, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to start along with the awards tonight with the CIOB Paper Award winners. CIOB Highly Commended Paper. And we are about to announce the winner tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, CIOB Highly Commended Paper, the winner goes out to Sena Ratna MSM and Hettiarachi AA. Let's put our hands together to MSM Sena Ratna and AA Hettiarachi.
CIOB Highly Commended Paper Award. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner, Sena Ratna MSM and Hettiarachi AA. Congratulations.
I'd like to invite for a group photograph as well, together with the presentation party. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner, MSM Sena Ratna and AA Hettiarachi, CIOB Highly Commended Paper. Ladies and gentlemen, and the segment 2 of the awards is going to be CIOB Awards and CIOB Best Paper Award, and we are about to announce the name of the winner.
That's right. So ladies and gentlemen, congratulations, the CIOB Best Paper Award winner, U Kulatunga and H Tariq.
Congratulations to CIOB Best Paper Awards and the winner, U Kulatunga and H Tariq. Congratulations. And the next award category is the...
Let me invite Professor Yasangika Sandanayaka, Co-Editor-in-Chief of the Journal of Built Environment, Project and Asset Management, to please join us on stage, along with Professor Thanuja Ramachandra, the Associate Editor of BPAM, and Professor Menaha Thiaparan, Associate Editor of BPAM, to also join us for the presentation of the next segment of awards, which are the BPAM Awards. Let's welcome Professor Yasangika Sandanayaka, Professor Thanuja Ramachandra, and Professor Menaha Thiaparan with a big round of applause. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we have the BPAM Highly Commended Paper Award winner goes to Takale T and Anagal V. Congratulations. We would like to request someone on behalf of Takale T and Anagal V to please come on stage to collect this prestigious certificate as the BPAM Highly Commended Paper Award. Congratulations.
Congratulations once again to BPAM Highly Commended Paper winner. And coming up next, we are about to unveil the next winner's name as well on this beautiful evening, ladies and gentlemen. And tonight, the next winner of the BPAM Highly Commended Paper Award is going to be Nuwantha Uduwage, and also congratulations to Himal Suranga Jayasena, and also congratulations to S. Piranvaran. Congratulations to Nuwantha Uduwage, Himal Suranga Jayasena, and S. Piranvaran.
BPAM Highly Commended Paper Award winners, congratulations.
Let's give another round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. And moving along in finding out the BPAM Best Paper Award winner right here tonight. And ladies and gentlemen, from the hands of our presentation party, we're now about to hand over the winner, their honors. Ladies and gentlemen, BPAM Best Paper Award winner. And tonight it goes out to, congratulations to Nandini Sharma, and congratulations to Rivul Sood, and also congratulations to Boeing Bisharma.
A warm round of applause, the BPAM Best Paper Award at the 13th World Construction Symposium being presented today. Congratulations Nandini Sharma, Riju Sood, and Boeing Laisharm. Congratulations indeed.
Let's give another round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations to the BPAM Best Paper Award winner right here tonight. Starting along with, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together in representing the scientific committee. Let's put our hands together for our co-chair, Professor Anuradha Vijayasekara. Let's put our hands together to Professor Anuradha Vijayasekara. Congratulations. Token of appreciation for the scientific committee co-chair, Professor Anuradha Vijayasekara.
Huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. I think she has been doing a lot of work behind the scenes to make this a success. Thank you very, very much indeed.
Congratulations once again to Professor Anuradha Vijayasekara. And moving along, our next co-chair in the scientific committee, let's put our hands together to Dr. Suranga Jayasena. Congratulations, Dr. Suranga Jayasena. And moving along with our next appreciation award tonight goes out to the co-chair of the scientific committee. Please put your hands together to Dr. Indrani Vimalaratna.
I think an enormous amount of work had to go behind the scenes to make this symposium the grand success it is today. And this is the moment that we're taking to say thank you to all of the scientific committee co-chairs who did all of those things behind the scenes to make it a grand success.
Congratulations once again to Dr. Indrani Vimalaratna. And moving along with our next co-chair in the scientific committee, ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together to Dr. Gihan Tennakon. Congratulations to the scientific committee co-chair, Dr. Gihan Tennakon.
We would like to call upon the Symposium Secretariat, Mr. Isuru Eranga, to please come forward to accept this token of appreciation at the 13th World Construction Symposium. Thank you very, very much indeed for all the hard work put in to make it a success.
Congratulations to Mr. Isuru Eranga, Symposium Secretary. And coming up next, we'd like to invite, let's put our hands together to Miss Isuri Ileperuma.
Give a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. These people have been behind the scenes for months on end, doing so much of paperwork, so much of registrations, a lot to look into. And I think finally all that hard work has paid off. The 13th World Construction Symposium is truly a grand success. Thank you very much to each and every one of you. And I think before we end this segment of awards, there is a very, very special award to be given out to a very special person. And indeed, I think this particular person has been contributing for the World Construction Symposium for the past 12 years. And I think today we have a very special token of appreciation to be presented in recognition of all of that hard work put in throughout these past 13 years. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together. Professor Yasangika Sandanayaka, the Dean of the Faculty of Architecture, University of Moratuwa.
Congratulations, Professor Yasangika Sandanayaka, Dean, Faculty of Architecture, University of Moratuwa. Ladies and gentlemen, now do you have a better understanding about the buildmarket.lk? So, now the world is getting more closer and we will have all the access for your favorites within your fingertips. So ladies and gentlemen, it is now time to do the honors in unveiling the buildmarket.lk. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together. The Build Market LK is now launched. BuildMarketLK.com. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time to unveil the reason why we are all here. Together with the 13th World Construction Symposium 2025, organized by the Ceylon Institute of Builders, together with the Building Economics and Management Research Unit of the University of Moratuwa and endorsed by the Ministry of Urban Development, Construction and Housing. Ladies and gentlemen, 16th August 2025 at Hilton, Colombo, Sri Lanka, it is now time to unveil the Sri Lankan Sustainability Awards 2025. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. So now the excitement begins right here with the Sri Lankan Sustainability Awards 2025. Let's hear another warm round of applause, everybody, because you are going to be recognized on stage for your contribution, for your dedication and for your commitment in creating a sustainable Sri Lanka. Let's put our hands together as we invite Dr. Rohan Karunaratne to address the gathering. Everybody.
I welcome all of you to the award ceremony of 13th World Construction Symposium, launch of Build Market and Sri Lankan Sustainability Awards 2025. Honorable Minister, we have commenced this 13th World Construction Symposium at the Sri Lanka Foundation Institute in partnership with University of Moratuwa, Department of Building Economics, BEMRU, by receiving more than 100 research papers from various universities worldwide. Today, we are here to celebrate the award winners of 13th World Construction Symposium and Sri Lanka Sustainable Award winners. So in Sri Lanka, over 1 million people rely on the construction industry for their livelihoods. And every rupee invested is tripled through the economy in Sri Lankan economy. And it goes down to the poorest working people in the country. As usual, CIOB is addressing the industry issues time to time. We all know that our industry has been fallen in the year of 2019. Around 40% of the contractors have gone bankrupt and thousands of workers has lost their jobs. Additionally, CIOB has supported the Chamber of Construction to submit a cabinet paper to revive construction industry. We have just launched the new Build Market website, so that there were two major barriers preventing investors coming to Sri Lanka. The first one was the construction cost in Sri Lanka. So I think with this Build Market website, this problem will sort itself. But the second barrier, we can't even think of doing that, that is the bureaucratic delays in approving projects. Finally, the CIOB is the institution that started green building concept in Sri Lanka year 2011 with the Building Construction Academy in Singapore. As a result, we are conducting the Sri Lankan Sustainability Award Scheme supported by the Ministry of Urban Development and Construction and Housing today. Thank you all for joining us today and enjoy the rest of the evening.
Ladies and gentlemen, to save some time for the main awards, we're going to speed up a little bit with the nominees. So we'd like to invite all of your support and joining us on stage a little bit to speed up the process as well. So ladies and gentlemen, moving along with the nominees, the recognition of the nominees for tonight for the Sustainability Awards, Sri Lankan Sustainability Awards 2025, starting along with the Sustainable Prevention of Biodiversity. And the nominees are DIP Products PLC. Let's put our hands together to DIP Product PLC. Followed by, yes, can we have a representative from DIP Product PLC? Recognizing the nominees. So this is going to be the recognition for all our nominees at the Sri Lankan Sustainability Awards 2025. DIP Product PLC, our first nominee in the Sustainability Prevention of Biodiversity, and will be followed by Siam City Cement Lanka Limited, INSI. We'd like to invite the Siam City Cement Lanka Limited, INSI, representative to join us on stage. And the Sustainable Prevention of Biodiversity, our next nominee will be, yes, Siam City Cement Lanka Limited, INSI Cement, and followed by the Browns Plantation, Sustainable Prevention of Biodiversity, Browns Plantations. Congratulations to Browns Plantation. And also we do have another nominee award for Sustainability Future Leader of the Year as well, the nominee Browns Plantation. So back-to-back nominees for Browns Plantation. I would like to invite a representative of the Browns Plantation to remain on stage. We do have another nominee for you. Sustainability Future Leader of the Year once again goes out to Browns Plantation. Let's put our hands together once again for Browns Plantation, Sustainability Future Leader of the Year. And to join us next on stage, we'd like to invite, congratulations to Sustainability Business Leader of the Year, Homeland Skyline Private Limited. And nominees in the category of the Sustainability Business Leader of the Year, Homeland Skyline Private Limited, will be followed by Haley's Fentons Limited and once again Browns Plantation. So let's put our hands together for Homeland Skyline Private Limited, Sustainability Business Leader of the Year, followed by Haley's Fentons Limited, and will be followed by Sustainability Business Leader of the Year, Haley's Fentons Limited, and followed by Browns Plantation. Congratulations to Browns Plantation. And coming up next, we are about to recognize the nominees for the Sustainable Brand of the Year, and it goes out to Siam City Cement Lanka Limited, INSI. We'd like to invite the representative to join us on stage to receive the nominee appreciation certificate, recognition certificate. And ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to Siam City Cement Lanka Limited, INSI, and will be followed by our next nominee for the Sustainable Brand of the Year, Haley's Solar. And for Haley Solar, we do have a back-to-back nominee recognition as well. The Sustainable Communication Campaign once again goes out to Haley Solar. Congratulations, Haley Solar, Sustainable Brand of the Year. And also once again, Sustainable Communications Campaign goes out to Haley Solar. And yes, there's another nominee certification as well for Haley Solar. All right, we do have another representative. Thank you very much. And coming up next, we're going to move along for the Sustainable Construction of Tourism Enchantment nominee recognition. And meanwhile, we do have the Sustainable Communication Campaign, Haley Solar, as a nominee. Congratulations. Coming up next, Sustainable Construction for Tourism Enchantment goes out to, nominee recognition goes out to Aviana Ceylon Resort. Congratulations. Congratulations, Aviana Ceylon Resort, being a nominee for the Sustainable Construction for Tourism. Coming up next, our next nominee in the category is going to be Homeland Skyline Private Limited, the Sustainable Construction for Tourism Enhancement. Congratulations, Homeland Skyline Private Limited. Homeland Skyline Private Limited, Sustainable Construction for Tourism Enhancement. And our next nominee is going to be, congratulations to AKK Engineers Private Limited. Sustainable Construction for Tourism Enhancement. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe your round of applause will definitely encourage them. So thank you very much. And moving along with the Sustainable Construction Project Award in the
next category, Sustainable Construction Project Award in Condominium Development. We have our nominee, Homeland Skyline Private Limited. Homeland Skyline Private Limited, our nominee for Sustainable Construction Project Award in Condominium Development. Moving on to the next category, the Sustainable Construction for Youth Empowerment. We have one nominee, AKK Engineers Private Limited. Sustainable Construction for Youth Empowerment.
I believe you are saving your round of applause for the main awards, but yes, why don't you give a round of applause for all our nominees as well, ladies and gentlemen.
Moving on to the next category, Sustainable Construction Project. We have three nominees, Mind 3 Engineering Private Limited, Tokyo Cement Company Lanka PLC and AKK Engineers Private Limited. This is the Sustainable Construction Project. We have three nominees, Mind 3 Engineering Private Limited, Tokyo Cement Company Lanka PLC and AKK Engineers Private Limited.
Yes, first we have Mind 3 Engineering Private Limited, followed by Tokyo Cement Company Lanka PLC, and followed by AKK Engineers Private Limited. And we are recognizing the nominees in the category of Sustainable Construction Project. Recognizing of the nominees, and we're going to move along with the Sustainable Eco-Design. And the nominee recognition goes out to Dipped Product PLC.
And the next category, ladies and gentlemen, Sustainable Health and Safety. Our nominee, Siam City Cement Lanka Limited INSEE. Sustainable Health and Safety category. And followed by, we have the next category for Sustainable Innovation, and we have four nominees in this particular category. We're going to start with our first nominee, El Toro Roofing Products Limited, followed by, for Sustainable Innovation, Siam City Cement Lanka Limited, once again in C. Once again in the same category, Sustainable Innovation, we have another nominee, Tokyo Cement Company Lanka PLC. And finally, in the category of Sustainable Innovation, we have another nominee, Haley's Fentons Limited. Nominees being recognized for the Sustainable Innovation category, Haley's Fentons Limited.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are in the process of moving on for the main awards, so make your hands warm up with giving a round of applause as well. So I believe that will help you out. All right, here we go. Congratulations.
Moving on to the next category, which is Sustainable Organization. Once again, we have Haley's Fentons Limited as one of the nominees.
And not only these nominees award will help you out to warm up your hands with a round of applause, but also warm up yourself as well in walking, down this beautiful aisle towards the throne or the highlight of this evening, because you are ready to be a winner tonight. So congratulations for all our nominees.
Moving on to the next category, Sustainable Technology Provider. We have three nominees, starting off with Tokyo Supermix Private Limited.
Congratulations, Tokyo Supermix Private Limited, Sustainable Technology Provider. And will be followed by Haley Solar. We ready? Haley Solar. And also Sustainable Technology Provider, Tokyo Supermix Private Limited, Haley Solar, and will be followed by Brown's Plantation. There we go. Let's put our hands together. Haley Solar, Sustainable Technology Provider. And we do have for the recognition, Brown's Plantation, Sustainable Technology Provider. And the next category, as we are about to recognize the nominees, is going to be customized categories. So we do have
list of nominees
yes.
with us. That's right. We're going to start off with Dipped Products PLC. this is a customized category, and we are going to start off with Dipped Products PLC, followed by Aviana Ceylon Resort.
The reason why we're having nominees in different criteria is like the organizations have different SBUs, different strategic business units as well. So they do have a lot of innovations going on and a lot of things happening as well. So that's why we do have a customized category for the recognition as well. And coming up next is going to be Aviana Ceylon Resort. Yes.
And the next nominee, ladies and gentlemen, Daiki Axis Environment Private Limited in our customized category of nominees.
Congratulations to Daiki Axis Environment Private Limited. Next to be recognized is going to be Awood Lanka. Let's put our hands together to Daiki Axis Environment Private Limited, and will be followed by Awood Lanka. And coming up next, once again back on stage, is going to be CM City Cement Lanka Limited, INSI Cement. They, as we all know, they do also have a lot of brands in their portfolio as well. INSI, Sunstar, yes, and many more. Congratulations to CM City Cement Lanka Limited, INSI.
Next, ladies and gentlemen, we have Panthila Civil Engineers in our customized category as a nominee. Panthila Civil Engineers. Moving on to Clean Line Linen Management Private Limited. Once again, another nominee in our customized category.
Congratulations to Clean Line Linen Management Private Limited. Ladies and gentlemen, as I mentioned before, your round of applause, your small act will definitely help your colleagues, each other, your fraternity, and making this Paradise Island more sustainable. And coming up next, we'd like to invite KUS Formwork and Scaffolding Private Limited. Let's put our hands together. Congratulations, KUS Formwork and Scaffolding Private Limited. And coming up next, the name Pintalia Resort. Congratulations to Pintalia Resort in the customized category, our next nominee. Chaturang, you know the meaning of the name Pintalia? It's actually all about sustainability from our ancient days. Congratulations to Pintalia Resort. And coming up next in the customized category, our next nominee is going to be Signtech Advertising Services Private Limited. Congratulations, Signtech Advertising.
Moving on, the next nominee, Wonma Entertainment Private Limited.
We all do know entertainment and the event business and industries also to have some sustainable practice as well. Let's put our hands together to Wonma Entertainment Private Limited, our nominee in the customized category.
Next, we have Dr. Indika Tisarahevavasam, the chairman of Amber 7 Holdings Aviana Ceylon in our customized category. Amber 7 Holdings Aviana Ceylon as one of our nominees in the customized category.
Congratulations to Dr. Indika Tisarahevavasam, the chairman of Amber 7 Holdings Aviana Ceylon. And the next nominee to be recognized on stage is going to be Invitations.lk by RDA Creations. Our next nominee, let's put our hands together everybody for Invitations.lk by RDA Creations.
Coming up next, our next nominee, St. Anthony Solar.
Congratulations, St. Anthony's Solar, our next nominee in the customized category. And ladies and gentlemen, we are about to announce the final nominee for tonight. And it goes out to 3K Holdings Private Limited. Let's put our hands together for 3K Holdings Private Limited, our final nominee in the customized category. Congratulations to 3K Holdings Private Limited.
That's right, so thank you very much.
And to do the honors, we are about to invite someone very special to address the gathering as the head of the jury of Sri Lankan Sustainability Awards 2025. And this invitation goes out to for the former Vice Chancellor of the University of Moratuwa and the former Chairman of Commercial Bank of Ceylon. Ladies and gentlemen, with a warm round of applause, please welcome Professor Ananda Jayawardena to address the gathering. Over to you.
Very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Honorable Minister, Dr. Anura Karunathilaka, Chief Guest this evening, Dr. Rohan Karunaratna, the President of the CIOB and the members of the Council and the Board, Professor Chitra Vidikara, Chairperson of the World Construction Symposium, Engineer Saleh Kaluarachi, the Chairman of the Sustainable Awards Committee, all the construction industry professionals, award winners, my colleagues from the University of Moratuwa, and ladies and gentlemen. I'm very pleased and honored to be here and to have been invited, firstly as the chairman of the panel of evaluators of the Sri Lankan Sustainability Awards, as well as for this particular event, which also includes the World Construction Symposium Award ceremony as well. And let me first of all congratulate CIOB for continuing this Sustainability Award, this time, of course, with the blessings of the Ministry of Urban Development, Construction and Housing, and that actually has elevated this award scheme. And CIOB is trying its best to support the construction industry development as well as recognize and transform construction industry activities to a greener industry, supporting all the players, and congratulate CIOB for your great initiatives. As chairman of the panel of evaluators, my job is basically to tell the procedure that we have adopted to evaluate the awardees. We had 30 pre-identified categories of awards at the beginning, but in addition to that, the organizing committee has decided to allow some customized categories. The reason is that in addition to pre-identified categories, there may be in the industry some products and some processes which are unique, and the CIOB also would like to identify those kind of things, and therefore we gave the freedom for the applicants to identify those categories, but for us to decide whether it is worthwhile to recognize those kind of categories. All applications received were first evaluated according to those categories, and we divided those categories among the panel of judges, members of the panel of judges, depending on their expertise, to very closely scrutinize these applications, the details provided, with a predefined criteria and a marking scheme. So if I just very briefly tell you, the criteria that we adopted included incorporation of sustainable practices into business strategy, implementation of green building standards certifications, adoption of environmentally friendly indigenous materials and practices, employee training and engagement in sustainability initiatives, demonstrated social responsibility and community involvements, leadership examples, extent of application in projects, significance of environmental, social, economic outcomes of applied projects, and impact towards the construction industry. So those are the criteria, 8 criteria, main criteria that we identified as an evaluation criteria. And we identified individuals, organizations, and specific products or projects in evaluating and identifying the award winners. We had altogether 42 applications, and some applying for several categories, of course, with specific applications for different categories. And we considered these customized categories, as I told you, to recognize specific examples. If you consider like there may be wastewater solutions, or maybe timber treatment, or maybe specific kind of manufacturing. So those were assessed separately to identify their contribution to greener initiatives. In fact, as panel members, we were very impressed with some applications. Actually, you will see that there are very prominent players in the construction industry receiving awards tonight, and they are professional, their applications are very professionally prepared, and they were specifically providing answers to the categories that we marked. And so that is what we really expect from you, to find out how you exactly apply your capabilities, your initiatives, your actions to those kind of categories. However, we also identified some applications are just generic, not specifically identifying and responding to those kind of categories. So when that happens, we as members of the panel find it very difficult to evaluate those applications. So I think the objective of the CIOB basically is to drive you to sustainable initiatives. So when you identify those kind of categories, and when you fill the application forms, you will see how best you respond to those kind of questions or the criteria that I told you a little while ago. So that is what we expect. And you can find out the gaps that you have if you evaluate your own organization when answering those questions. So the idea of the CIOB is to drive you to fill these gaps. Maybe next time when you apply, you will see you actually miss your points, or maybe you don't have any reasons to justify and provide answers, and you will try hard to improve your processes so that you respond to those kind of criteria very successfully. So, of course, getting an award from CIOB is very important, because all of us, when you have an award which drives you to better performance, which stimulates you to get more challenges, it raises the bar of performance, and also certainly it aligns our activities to a greener aspects, and of course supporting, perhaps of course, obviously not perhaps, it's supporting the UN Sustainable Development Goals initiatives as well. So I know all of you who will win tonight and who will get the awards will have that recognition all the time. So what is important is for the CIOB is not only to win from these awards, but also to participate. I think the participation is extremely important, because when you participate, you answer those kind of questions. When you answer those questions, you will realize that you have not taken any actions on certain aspects of the questions that we ask. So that drives you to improve next time around. And the people who have actually got the award will have to sustain, and you will certainly improve your performance next time around as well. So that is what we want from all the participants. And CIOB will not be happy when standard of these awards will be perhaps is the same next year. So CIOB would like to see raising the bar and better performance, better standards, and more number of applications when you apply for the next time. So those are the things that I just would like to share as the chairman of the panel of judges. I would like to congratulate all the awards winners tonight for your outstanding performance. And you are the limelight today, and you will be recognized. Many congratulations. I also wish to take this opportunity to appreciate all the efforts of the members of the panel of judges who really individually assisted. President's Council Jagat Vikramnayak is here as well. Perhaps other panel members are around. I didn't see all of them. And thank you so much for your initiatives as well. And with that, let me wind up my talk by wishing CIOB all the very best to reach greater heights as you proceed with your initiatives, and also for all the participants, award winners, and the participants for these awards, all the very best for you to do better next time around, and have the strength, courage, perseverance, and foresight to do better, and support CIOB in their initiatives to transform our practices to a greener environment and green aspects that we all aim for. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for our very own head of the jury of Sri Lankan Sustainability Awards 2025. Ladies and gentlemen, together with the 13th World Construction Symposium, as we present the Sri Lankan Sustainability Awards 2025, proudly organized and presented by Ceylon Institute of Builders, Building Economics and Management Research Unit of University of Moratuwa, and endorsed by the Ministry of Urban Development and Construction and Housing. 16th August 2025 at Hilton, Colombo, Sri Lanka. Ladies and gentlemen, our first award category: Sustainable Preservation of Biodiversity. Ladies and gentlemen, a very, very important category and a criteria. And tonight, in being and recognizing as the construction project and organizations that actively protect and enhance biodiversity within their project sites, ladies and gentlemen, and tonight, the winner at the Sri Lankan Sustainability Awards 2025 is going to be, with a warm round of applause, Brown's Plantations. Congratulations to Brown's Plantations as the Sustainable Preservation of Biodiversity at the Sri Lankan Sustainability Awards 2025. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause. Here we go. Congratulations to Brown's Plantations. And coming up next, we are about to recognize the Sustainable Manufacturer in Construction. Sustainable Manufacturer in Construction. And ladies and gentlemen, tonight, the winner award goes out to, let's put our hands together, Deep Products PLC, Sri Lankan Sustainability Awards 2025, Sustainable Manufacturer in Construction. Ladies and gentlemen, Deep Products PLC, congratulations. Congratulations, Deep Products PLC. And coming up next, we are about to recognize the Sustainable Luxury Property. Sustainable Luxury Property. And tonight at the Sri Lankan Sustainability Awards, Sustainable Luxury Property Award goes out to Aviana Ceylon Resort. Congratulations. Sustainable Luxury Property at the Sri Lankan Sustainability Awards 2025. Congratulations, Aviana Ceylon Resort. And coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, we are about to recognize the Sustainable Sewage and Waterways Solution. And tonight, the winner goes out to Dayaki Axis Environment Private Limited. Congratulations. Sri Lankan Sustainability Awards 2025, Sustainable Sewage and the Wastewater Solution. The award goes out to Dayaki Axis Environment Private Limited. Congratulations. And the next award tonight, Sustainable Timber Treatment. Sri Lankan Sustainability Awards, Sustainable Timber Treatment Award goes out to A. Wood Lanka Private Limited. Ladies and gentlemen, Sri Lankan Sustainability Awards 2025, Sustainable Timber Treatment goes out to A. Wood Lanka Private Limited.
Next category, ladies and gentlemen, Sustainable Communications Campaign. Congratulations to the winner, Haley's Solar Sustainable Communications Campaign. Please put your hands together. Haley's Solar, congratulations.
The Sustainable Communications Campaign Award will be honors campaign raising awareness about sustainable construction and also messaging effectiveness in public reach and also visual content promoting sustainable practices in building and industry collaboration as well. Congratulations to the Sustainable Communication Campaign Award.
Haley Solar, please put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen. Sustainable Communications Campaign, congratulations. The next category of awards for the Sustainable Construction for Tourism Enhancement. Congratulations goes out to Aviana Ceylon Resort, Sustainable Construction for Tourism enhancement.
Sustainable construction for tourism enhancement will be recognized and honors the construction projects that enrich tourism infrastructure and experiences, use of eco-friendly materials and design in tourism, and preservation of natural and cultural assets through the sustainable building practices as well, integration of local communities and contribution to Sri Lankan eco-tourism objectives through greener infrastructure.
Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen. Aviana Ceylon Resort, the winner of the Sustainable Construction for Tourism Enhancement. Congratulations. Moving on to the next category, ladies and gentlemen, we have Sustainable Eco Design. Congratulations to the winner, Dipped Products PLC, Sustainable Eco Design. Let's put your hands together for Dipped Products PLC. Congratulations.
This award will recognize the sustainable design concepts in construction, passive design principles, and also in architecture, integration of circular design concepts and innovation in material use and site efficiency as well. Congratulations, Dip Products PLC.
Congratulations. Next, we have the Sustainable Health and Safety. And we have the winner. Congratulations to Siam City Cement Lanka Limited, INSEE, Sustainable Health and Safety. Congratulations.
Sustainable Health and Safety will honors the entities ensuring worker and well-being and environmental safety through sustainable practices, adoption of green health safety, and investment and integrations in wellness design and reduction of accident rates through technology and ecosystems as well. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. Let's put our hands together to Siam INSEE Cement. Congratulations.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, coming up next also we have a very interesting category, and this is Sustainable Innovation. Let's put our hands together and congratulate the winner for Sustainable Innovation, Tokyo Cement Company Lanka PLC. Congratulations.
Sustainable Innovation Award will honors the breakthrough innovations advancing sustainable construction, new products, processes and business models, measurable improvements in environmental performance and relevance in adoption of the construction sector as well. Congratulations.
As we move into the next category, Sustainable Technology Provider. And congratulations to our winner, Haley's Solar.
Sustainable Technology Provider company delivering technologies that improve sustainability in construction, innovation in green building materials, smart construction solutions, and also proven environmental benefits in scalable and also with new technology as well. Congratulations to Haley Solar. Sustainable Technology Provider at the Sri Lankan Sustainability Awards 2025, Haley Solar. Moving along with our next category, we're about to honor the sustainable construction in water retaining structures. And ladies and gentlemen, Sri Lankan Sustainability Awards 2025, the sustainable construction in water retaining structures goes out to AKK Engineers Private Limited. Congratulations, AKK Engineers Private Limited, sustainable construction in water retaining structures. And coming up next, we're about to recognize the Sustainable Construction Formwork Solutions. And tonight, the winner is KUS Formworks and Scaffolding Private Limited. Sustainable Construction Formwork Solutions. Congratulations, KUS Formwork and Scaffolding Private Limited. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together. Thank you very much. And coming up next, sustainable construction for youth empowerment. A very important category. And it goes out to, once again, AKK Engineers Private Limited. Sustainable construction for youth empowerment. Congratulations. AKK Engineers Private Limited. I believe most of you might be enjoying your award in hand, but let's put our hands together for all our other award winners as well. Congratulations for AKK Engineers Private Limited. And coming up next, sustainable signage manufacturer. Congratulations, making our grounds beautiful as well. Sustainable signage manufacturer. Award goes out to Sign Tech Advertising Service Private Limited. Congratulations to Sign Tech Advertising Services Private Limited, sustainable signage manufacturer. Ladies and gentlemen, they deserve a round of applause. The sustainable signage manufacturer, Sign Tech Advertising Services Private Limited. And coming up next, move along for the next category is going to be Sustainable AV Provider. Sustainable AV Provider at the Sri Lankan Sustainability Awards 2025. And the award tonight goes out to Wonma Entertainment Private Limited. Congratulations to Wonma Entertainment Private Limited, Sustainable AV Provider at the Sri Lankan Sustainability Awards 2025.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, moving on, we have some more categories, and the next category is the Sustainable Cement Brand of the Year. Congratulations to Siam City Cement Lanka Limited, INSI. Let's put your hands together. Sustainable Cement Brand of the Year. Congratulations. There we go. Sustainable Cement Brand of the Year. Congratulations to INSI. And the next category, ladies and gentlemen, we have the Sustainable Eco-Friendly Construction. Let's put your hands together for the winner, Pantila Civil Engineers. Sustainable Eco-Friendly Construction. Congratulations. Sustainable Eco-Friendly Construction, our winner today, Pantila Civil Engineers. Let's put your hands together. Congratulations.
Along with the design principles and the also circular design concepts as well as sustainable design concepts in construction.
Next, we have the Sustainable Construction Project in Personal Care Solutions. We have the winner. Congratulations to Clean Line Linen Management Private Limited. Let's put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen. The Sustainable Constructions, I beg your pardon, yes, Sustainable Construction Project in Personal Care Solutions. Congratulations goes out to Clean Line Linen Management. Let's put your hands together for Clean Line Linen Management Private Limited. Congratulations, and ladies and gentlemen, we have our next category, Sustainable Responsibility of Tourism Excellence. And the winner is Pintalia Resort. Congratulations.
We have been awarded as the best island in the world. So, ladies and gentlemen, tourism is booming, and this kind of initiatives definitely help out in uplifting the tourism industry in Sri Lanka as well. Let's put our hands together to Pinthalia Resort. Congratulations.
Next, we have the sustainable adoption of renewable energy. Once again, a very important category. And the winner, ladies and gentlemen, is St. Anthony's Solar. Congratulations.
Congratulations to St. Anthony's Solar, sustainable adoption of renewable energy. St. Anthony's Solar, sustainable adoption of renewable energy. Ladies and gentlemen, we are moving on with our next set of awards, and starting along with our presentation party, ladies and gentlemen, we are now about to recognize some of the key awards for tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, starting along with the first and the key awards. Sustainable Construction Project Award. Ladies and gentlemen, Sustainable Construction Project Award in Condominium Development at the Sri Lankan Sustainability Awards 2025. And tonight, ladies and gentlemen, the winner is Homelands Construction Private Limited.
Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen. Homelands Construction Private Limited. Congratulations.
Sustainable Construction Project Award in Condominium Development, Sri Lankan Sustainability Awards 2025. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together. Homelands Construction Private Limited. Congratulations. And congratulations for Homelands, receiving one of the most pioneer recognitions all throughout these previous months as well. They are hitting it harder and they are achieving big as well. So congratulations for taking our name into the international markets as well. Homelands Construction. All right, coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, Sustainability Future Leader of the Year. We talk about future, and future leaders are very, very important when it comes to sustainability. And tonight, Sustainability Future Leader of the Year Award goes out to Brown's Plantations.
Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen. Brown's Plantations. Sustainable Future Leader of the Year. Congratulations.
Sustainability Future Leader of the Year. Congratulations, Sri Lankan Sustainability Awards 2025, Brown's Plantations. Now from Sustainability Future Leader of the Year, Sustainable Future Leader of the Year, we are about to move on in finding out the Sustainable Business Leader of the Year. Ladies and gentlemen, Sri Lankan Sustainability Awards 2025. Sri Lankan Sustainability Awards 2025. Sustainable Business Leader of the Year goes out to Haley's Fentons Limited. Congratulations, Haley's Fentons Limited. We do have a very colorful team from the Haley's Ventures Limited. Let's put our hands with everybody. The Sustainable Business Leader of the Year, Sustainability Business Leader of the Year at the Sri Lankan Sustainability Awards 2025, Haley's Ventures Limited. Let's put our hands together. Congratulations. Renewable energy is a very, very important sector, Saturangi, when it comes to powering up the nation and, giving up the renewable energy as well. Congratulations, Haley's Ventures Limited. Coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, we are now about to find out the Sustainable Brand of the Year at the Sri Lankan Sustainability Awards 2025. Ladies and gentlemen, the Sustainable Brand of the Year. And tonight, the honors and tonight the pride is with. Congratulations, and let's put our hands together. Sustainable Brand of the Year 2025, CM City Cement Lanka Limited, INC. Congratulations. Lot of groundwork, lot of dedication, lot of sacrifices, lot of processes, and lot of attention to details, and that's why they call themselves as the Sustainable Brand of the Year. Sri Lankan Sustainability Awards 2025, Sustainable Brand of the Year. Congratulations, CM City Cement Lanka Limited, INC. Ladies and gentlemen, as I mentioned before, Sri Lanka has been named as the top destination to travel. The top destination to travel with your family and the best island in the world to explore, to connect, to share with our world. So ladies and gentlemen, tourism, a very, very important sector, and it helps the construction as well together, and it goes in hand. Outstanding leadership in sustainable construction in tourism, ladies and gentlemen. And tonight at the Sri Lankan Sustainability Awards 2025, the Outstanding Leadership in Sustainable Construction in Tourism award goes out to, congratulations to Dr. Indika Tisera Hevavasam, the chairman of Number 7 Holdings, Aviana, Ceylon. Congratulations. Congratulations to the Outstanding Leadership in Sustainable Construction in Tourism, Dr. Indika Tisera Hevavasam, Chairman, Number 7 Holdings, Aviana, Ceylon, as the Outstanding Leadership in Sustainability Construction in Tourism, Sri Lankan Sustainability Awards 2025. And ladies and gentlemen, the final award in the category of the key awards. And tonight, we are about to find out the Sustainable Construction Project. And doing the honors at the Sri Lankan Sustainability Awards 2025, 16th August at Hilton, Colombo, Sri Lanka, Sustainable Construction Project. And the award tonight goes out to Tokyo Cement Company Lanka PLC. Congratulations. Sustainable Construction Project at the Sri Lankan Sustainability Awards 2025. And the honors and the pride is tonight with Tokyo Cement Company Lanka PLC. Sri Lankan Sustainability Awards 2025. Sustainable Construction Project, Tokyo Cement Company Lanka PLC. Congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to Tokyo Cement Company Lanka Private Limited. And with that, the key awards have been distributed among all of our pioneers and leaders. So shall we all put our hands together for all our award winners in the key categories? Congratulations. And we're going to move along with our next category. Ladies and gentlemen, we do have a special set of recognition awards as well for our contributions that they have rendered all throughout with their efforts in the making of sustainable Sri Lanka and making our future more sustainable and green as well. So we're going to recognize individuals and also organizations who have done a better work in making our nation sustainable. Ladies and gentlemen, moving along with sustainable, eco-friendly printing solutions. And tonight, the Sustainable Eco-Friendly Printing Solutions Award goes out to, congratulations to Invitations.lk by RDA Creations. Congratulations. Congratulations to RDA Creations. Rishi the Alvis receiving the Invitations.lk Sustainable Eco-Friendly Printing Solution. Congratulations. Invitations.lk by RDA Creations, Sustainable Eco-Friendly Printing Solutions. And moving along with the next criteria, Sustainable Building Service Provider. Sustainable Building Service Provider. And tonight, the award goes out to Tri-K Holdings Private Limited. Congratulations to Tri-K Holdings Private Limited, Sustainable Building Service Provider.
Ladies and gentlemen, next we have an award for the sustainable efforts by the government, and this award is for Clean Sri Lanka. Sustainable efforts by the government for Clean Sri Lanka.
I'd like to invite a representative to join us on stage to receive the award on behalf of Clean Sri Lanka. Sustainability efforts by the government.
And we'll move on to the next award, which is for sustainable construction for leisure. And this very special award for the sustainable construction for leisure goes to Cinnamon Life at City of Dreams. Congratulations.
One of Sri Lanka's largest investments and largest construction projects. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together for Cinnamon Life, City of Dreams. Congratulations. Sustainable construction for leisure. Cinnamon Life, City of Dreams at the Sri Lankan Sustainability Awards 2025.
And we have a few final awards to be given out. And this one, ladies and gentlemen, is for our print media partner, Associated Newspapers of Ceylon Limited, Sunday Observer, Daily News. Thank you very much, our print media partner.
Ladies and gentlemen, now this kind of information is definitely should be taken to our general public, and the recognition should be there, and that's why we are recognizing our print media partner. Let's put our hands together for our print media partner. Congratulations for the wonderful service that you have rendered. Let's put our hands together, everybody.
Next, we have an award for our electronic media partner, EAP Broadcasting Company Limited, Swarnavahini and EFM. Thank you very much, our electronic media partner at the Sustainability Awards 2025.
Thank you very much, EAP, Swarnavahini and EFM. Thank you very much for coming on board together with the Sri Lankan Sustainability Awards 2025. to make it and to take it towards our fellow Sri Lankans and public, and also towards the world as well.
And finally, ladies and gentlemen, as we come towards the end of this awards category, we have an award for our event concept and managing partner, Saga Group. Please put your hands together. Event concept and managing partner, Saga Group. Thank you very much indeed.
Managing this scale of an event is not that easy, ladies and gentlemen. So let's put our hands together for Saga Group, Saga Events. Thank you very much for organizing all of this together with our very own Ceylon Institute of Builders, Building Economics and Management Research Unit, University of Moratuwa, and endorsed by Ministry of Urban Development and Construction Housing. Congratulations, thank you very much, Saga and the Saga team. All right, ladies and gentlemen, now it is time that we're going to invite all our award winners to join us on stage along with our presentation party to take a group photograph. As mentioned before at the beginning, the day is definitely going to be written in the history books, so make sure that you join us on stage along with your award. So inviting all our award winners to join us on stage together with our presentation party to take a group photograph. Congratulations all our award winners at the Sri Lankan Sustainability Awards 2025. Congratulations. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much, and inviting all of you to take your respective seats as well, because the proceedings are not yet over for tonight's proceedings. So inviting all of you to join with your respective seats and the tables, and we are going to proceed with our agenda for tonight.
Well, what a night it has been. Sri Lankan Sustainability Awards 2025. Glamorous indeed, and a lot to look forward to as we look towards the future with sustainability in our minds.
Absolutely, Chaturangi. As we all know, construction industry is one of the key and one of the most leading industries, not only in Sri Lanka, but anywhere in the world, and very especially when we are a growing economy, when our economic status are in development as well. So ladies and gentlemen, and tonight, we have pleasure to have our chief guest present tonight with us at the Sri Lankan Sustainability Awards. So now it is the time that we all invite with our warm round of applause for our very own chief guest to address the gathering. So this invitation goes out to none other than the Minister of Urban Development and Construction and Housing. Let's put our hands together to Honorable Anura Karuna Tilaka to address the gathering. Ladies and gentlemen, chief guest tonight, Honorable Anura Karuna Tilaka, the Minister of Urban Development and Construction and Housing, to address the gathering.
Very good evening to you all. Honorable President, Secretary, and other council members of the Ceylon Institute of Builders, keynote speakers, chairpersons, award winners, nominees and their families, distinguished guests, and also dear academics, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great honor to join today at the 13th World Construction Symposium and the Sri Lankan Sustainability Awards organized by the Ceylon Institute of Builders. I begin by extending my sincere thanks to the organizers for bringing together this inspiring forum, one that blends global knowledge with local leadership and innovation with responsibility. This evening, our attention is rightly focused on the award winners. To each of you, I extend my heartfelt congratulations. Your projects, your leaderships, and your commitment to the sustainability set new benchmark to our industry and our country. You have shown us that it is possible to pursue growth with safeguarding our environment, to deliver excellence while ensuring social responsibility, and innovate while remaining deeply rooted in values of integrity and care. But tonight, celebration is not yours alone. Behind your every achievement, there are families and who provide the encouragement, patience, and the strength that makes success possible. To the families of our award winners, I offer my sincere appreciation. Your sacrifices, your unwavering support, and your belief that these individuals have helped mark their achievement reality. I honoring them, we are also honoring you. In honoring you, when we assume the responsibility of governing this nation, we were fully aware that the country's economic health was far from the sound. One of the foremost challenges before us was to restore stability and rebuild confidence in our economy. I have pointed out this in several platforms. Today, I can state that with the confidence that we have made significant progress toward the goal. We see the results of stable exchange rate, in inflation reduced to single digits, and the narrowing the gap between the government revenue and the expenditure. We have also taken the bold decision in necessary decisions, recruiting 62,000 individuals to the government because we need for efficient governing, we have to have good human resource. Equally important, we have restored investors' confidence by just in this year alone, we were able to bring many direct foreign investors and local investors as well. So there are also certain challenges within our own system, as our President pointed out. Even though we have allocated billions of rupees, a shortage of human resource, inefficiencies, and some impractical guidelines, they are continue to stand as barriers. We have identified most of these challenges and we will overcome them step by step, steadily and with the determination. We know that there are certain delays in approval processing and procurement processing in multiple states. So gradually we can address these issues, and we need your support and we need your views to overcome these barriers. We therefore urge our all stakeholders and members of the public to support us with patience and understanding as work to overcome these challenges. Also, we highlight these areas where I believe we as professionals, leaders, and academics must focus our collective energies. So I highlight the green construction and climate responsibility is one area we have to see. The world is experiencing unprecedented climate challenges, we all know that. The construction industry contributes nearly 40% of global greenhouse gas emissions, where we account for building operation and materials. So this is both challenge and opportunity. So by enhancing energy efficient strategies, design, renewable energy integration, and sustainable materials, we can transform our built environment into a force for environmental regeneration rather than degeneration. Digital transformation and innovation, that's one more area we have to focus on. Energizing technologies such as building information, modeling, AI-driven design, and smart construction management system are no longer optional, but they are essential today. Digitalization allows us to optimize resources, reduce costs, enhance safety, and deliver projects faster while maintaining quality and sustainability. The companies like you and nations that adopt these tools will set the benchmark for the future of our generation. Human capital and knowledge sharing is also one area we have to see more focus. The construction industry is not only about building an infrastructure, it is fundamentally about the people. Nurturing the next generation of engineers, architects, planners, and technicians, they are very critical issues. We must invest our education, skill development, and cross-border knowledge exchange. So this symposium is perfect example of how collaborative dialogue can shape up global best practices tailored to local needs. So, as we recognize these contributions, I wish to assure you all that the government understands the challenges and opportunities before us. So, construction is not just an industry, it is a national priority that shapes up our economy. So, our environment and our future. So, that's why we are working to formulate comprehensive national construction policy, one that will provide direction, stability, and sustainability for this year ahead. The Construction Industry Development Authority is already engaged in the important process, and let me emphasize that we will not be top-down policy. It will be not just a top-down policy. We are committed to ensuring that all stakeholders, industry professionals, contractors, academia, and civil society have opportunity to contribute their insights and views. The policy must reflect the collective wisdom and aspiration of every involved in shaping of building environment of built in Sri Lanka in Sri Lanka. In concluding, let me once again congratulate all award winners, and also I appreciate very much CIBO for organizing such wonderful event, and may your example inspire us all move forward with unity, purpose, and responsibility. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for our very own chief guest, the Minister of Urban Development and Construction and Housing, Honorable Anura Karuna Tilaka. And we would like to have you back on stage as well. Sorry for the trouble, but we do have another set of presentations as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together once again for our chief guest, Honorable Anura Karuna Tilaka, Minister of Urban Development and Construction Housing. Thank you very much for your inspiring words, and I'd like to invite you back on stage as well to be accompanied with.
We would also like to invite Dr. Rohan Karunaratne, the Honorary President of CIOB, to accompany our chief guest, as we have some very few but very special awards to be given out to some very special individuals who put in a lot of work in terms of finding out or deciding who our winners are today.
Absolutely, ladies and gentlemen. So we are about to honor our very own jury, the judge panel of the very own Sri Lankan Sustainability Awards 2025. And from the hands of our very own minister and our very own president, honorary president of the Ceylon Institute of Builders, we are about to present our special recognition awards for our jury and for our judge panel of the Sri Lankan Sustainability Awards. And starting along with, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to invite Professor Ananda Jayawardena. Let's put our hands together to Professor Ananda Jayawardena, the former Vice Chancellor, University of Moratuwa, and former Chairman, Commercial Bank of Ceylon, Professor Ananda Jayawardena.
Spearheading the jury as the head of the panel of judges, an incredible amount of work, as we heard, put in terms of selecting the winners of today's Sustainability Awards.
I'd like to invite Professor to remain on stage. Professor Ananda Jayawardena, we'd like to invite you to remain on stage. And we're going to move along with our next member of the distinguished judge panel. Let's put our hands together to none other than Professor Chitra Vedikara, University of Moratuwa, and past president of Institute of Architecture, Sri Lanka. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Professor Chitra Vedikara. Let's put our hands together, ladies and gentlemen. And coming up next, we'd like to invite Dr. Leelakant Obesekara. Let's put our hands together to Dr. Leelakant Obesekara, Dean of Horizon University of College and former chairman of NITA. And we're going to move along with inviting our next in line.
We would like to thank and invite Dr. Ashan Osman from the University of Moratuwa. Thank you very much indeed. I think he's overseas at the moment. Can we invite and say thank you to Mr. Jagat Vikramanayaka, President's Council. We would like to say a very big thank you to Mr. Jagat Vikramanayaka for being a member of the panel of judges of Sri Lankan Sustainability Awards 2025. Please put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Jagat Vikramanayaka, President's Council, receiving a token of appreciation as one of the members of the jury today.
And moving along, as we recognize and appreciate the hard work of our distinguished jury and the judge panel, congratulations to Mr. Jagat Vikramanayaka. And coming up next, we'd like to invite, let's put our hands together, to Dr. Jeevanta Pereira, the Human Resource Specialist and the trainer. Congratulations and thank you very much to Dr. Jeevanta Pereira. Thank you very much, Dr. Jeevanta Pereira, the Human Resource Specialist and trainer. Thank you very much for your contribution. And finally, representing our distinguished judge panel, let's put our hands together to invite Engineer Salia Kaluarachi, the Chartered Engineer. Thank you very much, Engineer Salia Kaluarachi. I'd like to invite our distinguished judge panel, the jury, to take a group photograph along with our chief guest and also with our honorary president of the Ceylon Institute of Builders, CIOB. Ladies and gentlemen, can we all put our hands together with a warm round of applause for our distinguished judge panel and the jury of the Sri Lankan Sustainability Awards 2025. A big thank you to each and every one of you. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Thank you very much for that amazing performance by the Rangagamage Dance Studio as well. And ladies and gentlemen, all right, we do have our final responsibility to thank everyone as well. So while you are enjoying your dinner, we're going to move along in thanking for all our sponsors, partners, well-wishers, and the official partners who have joined on board together with the Sri Lankan Sustainability Awards 2025.
That's right. As we come towards the end, this is, as Lochana said, our final responsibility. A lot of people put in a lot of time and generosity to make this event in this grand scale, and we would like to say thank you very much to all of those wonderful partners and sponsors.
And more importantly, and first and foremost, we'd like to say thank you, a big thank you to our platinum sponsor. Thank you very much, Tokyo Cement Group. Thank you very much, Mr. D.S. Billy Valpola, the Director, Sales and Marketing of Tokyo Cement Group, and also Mr. Shanta Udavatta, General Manager, Group Marketing, Tokyo Cement Group. Thank you very much, Tokyo Cement Group, and thank you very much for all our leadership team of Tokyo Cement for coming on board as platinum sponsor for Sri Lankan Sustainability Awards 2025. And also our gold sponsors, Dr. Indika Tisara Heva Vasam, Chairman Aviana Ceylon, and Mr. Nalin Herat, Chairman of Homeland Skyline Private Limited. Thank you very much, Aviana Ceylon and Homeland Skyline Private Limited, to Dr. Indika Heva Vasam and Mr. Nalin Herat of Homeland Skyline Private Limited. And our official sponsors, thank you very much to CM City Cement Lanka Limited, Mr. Nandana Ekanayaka, Chairman. Thank you very much for INSEE. And also thank you very much Alumix PLC, Mr. Parakum Dedivala, the Managing Director. And also thank you very much Scientech Advertising Service Private Limited, Mr. Kassava Mahendra, Chairman and Managing Director. And thank you very much for the invitations by RDA Creations, Mr. Rashi Tilan. Thank you very much, Mr. Rashi, for the wonderful invitations. And thank you very much, Mr. Lalit Sampath of Wonma Entertainment, for all of your arrangements. And thank you very much for Saga Group, the event concept and managed by Saga Group. Thank you very much, Sagar and team, for the wonderful coordination in event concept and management as well. Sagar Gunavardhana, Chairman and Managing Director of Saga Group, thank you very much. And also thank you for our electronic media partners, Mr. Susara Dinal, Group CEO Media, EAP Broadcasting Company. Thank you very much in coming on board together with Swarna Vahini and EAP, Mr. Susara Dinal, for official electronic media partner. And finally, the official print media partner, Daily News and Sunday Observer. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for coming on board as the print media partner. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for each and every one of you, and congratulations for all our award winners and our nominees as well. And we are looking forward for a sustainable Sri Lanka together with each and every one of you. And also thank you very much for our hospitality partner, Hilton Colombo, and thank you very much for all our backstage team, for all our coordinators and the lighting crew and sound crew. Thank you very much for each and every one of you. And thank you very much for the men behind the lenses as well, our camera crew and the videography crew as well. So thank you very much for each and every one of you. Enjoy the proceedings of this beautiful evening, the night, and we're actually looking forward in seeing you all at the Sustainability Awards in 2026 as well. Thank you very much. And this is my beautiful co-host Chaturangi, and my name is Lochana, and thank you for having me as your host as well. Enjoy the night, enjoy the evening. Thank you very much.